Windows XP on a Nintendo 3DS? Well, you probably already know the gist with this channel, kinda. This is Nintendo's XP, and it is a Windows XP simulator built for the Nintendo DS systems. I am running it on a 3DS right over here just because I do not have a DS on hand. But yeah, this is made for the DS line of consoles and does run absolutely fine. It was made for some kind of contest that hosted homebrew DS games, and this is what someone made, which is just a Windows XP lookalike. So today we're going to be checking it out on this 3DS. We're going to be checking out all of the features that it has and seeing if it's better than any of the other Windows simulators that I've checked out before. So yeah, let's just get started with the video after we hear a word from our sponsors. Have you ever built a new computer and noticed that annoying Activate Windows watermark in the bottom of your screen? Well, if that bothered you, you're in luck, because VIP-SCDkey is the sponsor of this video. You can check them out for the cheapest Windows 11 CD keys on the market, and you can also use my discount code skhub for 25% off, which brings the price to only $23. The buying process is very easy, safe and simple, and you just get your key on your email, type it in, and boom, Windows is activated. They also have Windows 10 Enterprise keys, which you can use the same discount code for 25% off. Thank you so much for VIP-SCDkey for sponsoring this video. All of the links will be in the description, so definitely check them out. To install the Nintendo's app, all you need to do is just get the zip file with the .nds file on your computer and move that over to your 3DS's SD card. So yeah, once we got all of those files moved, I'll be using Twilight Menu++ in order to emulate the DS on a 3DS. So we'll launch that from Twilight Menu. So I'll just open that app, and you can see that it gives out a DSi boot screen, and then the app just boots. Also, I made a tutorial on this app quite a while ago, so if you guys want another one, we can definitely do that. This is just a really amazing app that will let you run all of your Nintendo DS games directly from your SD card, which I think is pretty cool. And also, I'm sorry for my voice, sometimes I am still a little sick, but yeah, we'll get through this video. So here's the Nintendo's DS app, and we'll just launch it, I guess, and we'll check it out and we'll see if it is even similar to Windows XP. And look at that boot up screen, that is very cool. So yeah, it has the same little loading bar as the normal Windows XP has, and there we go, it just booted into the desktop. Now this is my first boot, but I didn't see any of the introductions that are shown when first booting this app up, so I'll just put some of those on screen right now so you can see how they look. But you can see that in the app we have a calculator, we have Minesweeper, we have my computer, and we have the Notepad app. And I believe we would click the start button. Oh, so we select everything with the Y button. That is pretty weird. I guess that's because this is made for the DS. I'm not sure how that differs, but still. We have a mouse icon and a keyboard icon down here on the bottom screen. So I'll just go get a stylus and see how those work. And here is my trusty stylus. So if we click on the keyboard, you can see that we do get a fully fledged keyboard. We even get the little Windows keys, which is pretty cool. And if we get the mouse, I'm guessing we can move the mouse around with the stylus. And yeah, that is pretty cool. Honestly, I might like that better than the joystick. I'm guessing this is the restart button, so I won't click on that just yet. And I have no idea what the RAM button does, but it seems to be absolutely nothing. And also the clock does seem kind of broken. It just shows the minutes, which is okay, I guess. So let's check out the calculator first. And yeah, this is just a normal calculator, so this one is at least functional, unlike in some of the other apps that I've tested. Yeah, I'm not sure where the equals button is, but yeah, it does seem to be a working calculator at least. But maybe you guys can say in the comments if I'm doing anything wrong. I don't know how to get the solution in this calculator, but it's fine. We have a few options up here which are not clickable, so those those are out of the question. Let's see if the X button works. And yeah, it does, which is pretty cool. So let's check out the Minesweeper port, and it seems to be regular Minesweeper, and it actually works pretty good, which is to be expected. This is a pretty simple game. Let's see, and we do get these options to start a new game or exit it, which is pretty good. Let's see, how do we mark a mine? Yeah, unfortunately we don't have a key for that. I don't know how that is done. We can also press on the little smiley face, I'm guessing, here to restart it. Yeah, there's just a normal Minesweeper port. It runs pretty good, I guess. So let's exit out of that. And the other two things that we have on the desktop are Notepad and My Computer. So let's check out the Notepad feature. Ooh, and it does look like actual Windows XP Notepad. So let's get out the keyboard and see if we can type stuff in. I'm not sure why random characters just appeared when I selected the keyboard, and these buttons do actually work, but only the file button actually works. So we can click new, we can even save this document, which is pretty cool. I'll definitely try that out. Oh god. What is happening? Now we have random characters on screen. Why is this so buggy? Okay, maybe I should just restart the entire thing. Yeah, this is kind of bugging out right now. So let's just restart this entire program and try this out again. And there we go. We are booting back up into the app. So now I'll try to open up the keyboard before I open the app. Maybe that's what bugged it out. So let's click on the keyboard icon. And now let's try to open Notepad. And yeah, we still get the same error. Wow, so this is just like a bug that is in this app. I'm not sure if it is because I'm using it on Twilight menu. Is that why all of this is bugging out? But you know, this doesn't look very good. Let's just try to type something in. Oh, so the characters are removing as we type, which is okay, I guess. So I'll just type something in and try to save this file. I'll click save as. Okay, then let's just click save. And now, is the file actually saved on the desktop? No. Huh. Interesting. What if we go into My Computer? And My Computer just shows us all of the files that are on the SD card, which is cool, I guess, but it's not very useful. I thought it would only show us the things that are actually built into this app, which would have been much more useful for this. Yeah, I have no idea where this document saved. I'll try to Google online and see how to save the Notepad documents. Okay, so I figured out how to open the things that you've actually saved. So after closing Notepad, what you can do is reopen Notepad and then click on File and then Open, and it'll bring back the text that you typed. So what I want to try out now is just shut off the entire system and see if it still brings back that note. So let's try that right now. And we have just rebooted the application. So let's see if it still opens up that Notepad. And yeah, it does. There you go. So I guess the save feature does work after all. It is just a bit goofy to figure out how it works. And yeah, I guess that is pretty much it for this app. There is also an earlier version of this app which has some more customization features. For example, you can like change the wallpaper and stuff, but that version is extremely buggy and barely works on anything. So yeah, I'm not gonna be trying that out today. Also, that version is only in French, so I would have difficulties with the language. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this quick video. This one was quicker than I expected because this app doesn't have many features. Overall, I think this one is the most underwhelming one that we've seen so far, even though it does look pretty cool. However, the Windows 7 PSP one had so many features, even had built-in Flash games, and even the NES/Famicom one that I've checked out in a previous video had more features, even though less of them were usable, but there were more features than this one. And also you can use this like a trackpad. I think it is pretty cool. And I mean, this is made for the Nintendo DS originally. I'm just running it on a 3DS because I do not have a DS on hand right now. So I guess that is pretty impressive when you take in what hardware it is actually made for. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Also, please check out my Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next video.